So we had designed this home screen along with this floating player. Along with that, we had also created this moving text component. Okay, so as you can see that how it's looking great, right? So let me summarize this once again, and after that, once we're done with that, we are going to create this liked song screen. All right, so let me summarize this once more, guys. What we had done, first of all, inside the app.jsx, we are having a gesture handle root view. Inside the gesture handle root view, we are having a navigation container like this. Inside the navigation container, we have set up the stack navigator, and inside that we are having a home screen component which we are showing here. Inside the home screen, we are having first of all header component which we are rendering, and after that we are having a one flat list, and we are just looping this song card with category. This is a one component like song card with category. We are looping it multiple times using this flat list. All right, now if you show you guys song card with category quickly, so here we are having a category name like recommended for you. Inside that we are having a flat list. That flat list item is like in a horizontal direction, like horizontally true, as you can see that. All right, and we have also added the item separator component. And if we talk about the song card component, inside the song card component, here we are having this a container. Inside the container we are having height and width, and the cover image which is looking too simple, title, and the artist name. All right, now after that after this we had also created this floating player. So if I talk about the floating player, here we are having a one view and like two view. Like inside one view we are having a two view. The first view is for slider component. This is a slider component, and here we have defined the z index as a 1, because what is gonna happen now, the image, the slider was coming on the below of the image, but we want the slider on the top of image. That's why we are using z index property. After that we are having a slider component, as you can see that, and we had using style this slider container. Like most of the thing is like already styled, so we had not worked a lot of works on that, but yeah, we had defined this minimum track tint color and maximum tint color, and we had also add this color as well on this color object. Okay, now after that once we design the title, we are having another touchable opacity. Inside that we are first of all rendering the image like this, and which is looking quite bit good, like not so bad, I think looking well. What do you think, guys? It's looking well? If you're not looking well, you can also adjust the image size accordingly but yeah, it's well. Now after that we are having another view, the title container. Inside that we are having the title, the song title, as you can see that in a moving text component, and after that we are having artist name after that, and after that we are having a 3 component: previous button, play button, and the next button. If I show you guys quickly, so we are just having a touchable opacity. Inside that we are just rendering one icon. Okay, and after that if I talk about the moving text component, here we are using the use shared value, some kind of animation which is quite bit simpler, but let me explain you once more because it's quite maybe challenging for the first time if you're doing. So we are taking this all the props, the first text props, animation threshold value, and the style value. After that we are having a translate x, and we are defining use set value is equal to 0, and const should animate. We are checking that we have already animate if the text length is greater than the animation threshold value. After that we are checking that const text width is equal to text dot length into 3, and after that we are having a use effect hook. Here we are checking that if should animate is false, then we are just returning that we are just returning, we are not doing anything else. If it's like should animate is true, then we are just updating the translate x value with some delay. After the delay is like 1 second, and we are repeating that that animation with the timing of that text feed, and we are having defined a duration as well, and we have defined the animation like easing.linear till infinite time, and should reverse it as well. All right, and after that we had a cleanup function. So whenever the component get mount, so we are calling a cleanup function. We are cancelling the animation, and translate x dot value is become 0. We had passed the dependency. Inside the dependency we have passed some item, so basically whenever this item will change, our this use effect will run again. After that we had created a one object like a variable called animated style, which we are using the hook use animated style, and it's returning a callback function. Here we are having transform, translate x, and translate x dot value. After that we are having animated dot text. We have defined the number of lines as a 1, and we have defined the style is equal to animated style. This is the style, and style after this style we are passing the text style, whatever the style is coming, and if should animate is true. Basically if we are gonna animate that, we are passing the width as 999 and padding left is 16, and we are just running the text. All right, so this is the all things which we had done till at. So if you guys have any doubts on this stuff or anything which is not clear, or if you're facing any issue, so we are also attach WhatsApp group description link, so you can also ask the question here as well. All right, or you can just ping us anywhere. All right, now if we talk about another skin that which we are going to design, that is called liked screen. This is a screen which we are going to design this. All right, so how we can design this screen? To design this screen, first of all, what I'm gonna do, so basically to open this component, if you want to open this liked screen, how we can open this? You can only open this by clicking on this drawer. So if I show you guys how can you open this, so inside the drawer you have to click on like zone, and that's how it open this screen. All right, so first of all, for now what we are going to do, we are just going to design this screen statically. We are not going to create drawer navigator for now. We will create the drawer navigator after the player screen. Okay, so first of all, let's design this like screen using another method. So first of all, let's go to the app.jsx. As you can see that we are having a stack.screen for the home screen, and we are gonna design another screen for the like screen. So my bad, I'm gonna make it like, okay, let me make it capital right now, capital case, like screen. Okay, I created one stack called like screen. Now inside the source I have to go, and inside the screen we have to create another screen that is called like screen .jsx, like this, and after that we have to type RNFES, React Native Default Export Style Set Component. Okay, now let's go to the app.jsx. Here we have to import this component like screen. All right, now if you see that we are still rendering the home screen, but I want to work on this like screen and I want to see on the UI. Is there any way I can see that? Yeah, you can see that screen by like this. We have to copy this name. After that, after the screen options object, you have to create one to add one key that is called initial route name. So I'm gonna add initial route name as a like screen. Now after that, if I reload this app, so it will render the like screen component, as you can see that. All right, now let's go to the like screen. Okay, and after that, once we go to the like screen, if you see that here we have to design this header component. Here we are having a back icon, and here we are having this equalizer icon. Okay, so for that, what I'm gonna do, first of all, I'm gonna add the background color. So I'm gonna add a style is equal to styles.container, and for the container let's add some property. So flex is a 1. Okay, so let me add a flex as a 1. Okay, and the background color which I want, it's guys, the colors dot background. Okay, now as you can see that we had created this background color. All right, now after this, what else we have to do? We have to design this header component. To design the header component, what else we can do? Here I'm gonna remove this code, and here I'm gonna add a one view, and I'm gonna name this style is equal to styles dot header container. All right, inside the header container we're gonna have a 2 icon. If I show you guys, the first icon is back icon, and this equalizer icon. So I'm gonna use touchable opacity. Okay, and here I'm gonna use the icon. So let's search the icon for this back icon. So I'm gonna open the React Native Vectors icon website. I already opened that. Now I'm gonna search arrow icon, arrow. Okay, now once I search arrow, here you can see that we are having an icon arrow left of and design. So I'm gonna use it. So let's go on the code, and here I'm gonna write and design. I'm gonna write the name as well, and the name is that arrow left. All right, and make sure to import the and design icon as well. So I'm gonna add one key here, icon. I'm gonna add one comments icons, and I'm gonna import the and design like this, and design from React Native Vectors icon / and design. All right, once you import the and design, you had defined the name. Let's define the color as well. So the color will be what? Color will be colors dot colors dot icon primary. Okay, and we have to also define the height of the icon. So I'm gonna define the icon height will be size is equal to icon size dot what, my bad, icon sizes dot let's make it medium. What do you think, guys? Okay, let's open this app again, and now let's check it out how it's looking. So you can see that we are able to see this icon primary left. Okay, now we want another icon as well. So this is the icon. If I show you guys this kind of equalizer kind of, so let's search for the equalizer icon. Equalizer. Okay, so we are having a same, you know, different kind of icons. So I'm gonna use this simple line icons equalizer because we are just have these icons. So I'm gonna use simple line icons equalizer. Okay, so to use that, first of all we have to, you know, first of all we have, this is the constants. Okay, let me move this constant to the below here like this. Okay, and now we gonna import this simple line icons, my bad, simple line icons from React Native vectors icon slash simple line icons. All right, once you imported the simple line icons, you have to do it like this. So, you know, again I'm gonna copy this whole line of code like this, and at the place of the icon and design I'm gonna use simple line icons, and at the place of arrow left I'm gonna use equalizer. Okay, now as you can see that we are able to get the both icon as we need. Okay, I know it's like, you know, it's on the horizontal icon and we are having this vertical direction, but yeah, it's well. All right, now after that let's go to the below container. Here we are having container, here we are having a header container. What I'm gonna do right now, that is called, I'm gonna define flex direction as a row. Okay, once you define the flex direction as a row, I'm gonna make a justify content as a space between. Okay, now once we add a space between, I'm gonna add another property that is called align items center. Okay, so once you add the align item centers, you can see the item in the center. Okay, but what else we want, basically we want some padding horizontal as well. So let's add a padding horizontally as well. So how we can add a padding horizontal? So let's add a padding horizontal will be spacing dot large or medium, I think. If okay, let's add a padding vertical, I think so. Oh, it should be not large, it should be medium. I think medium will looks better. Yeah, medium is looking better. And let's add a padding horizontally as well, padding horizontal as well. I think so, looking well. Now we are having a liked song like, you know, liked song header as well. So let's add that as well, the title. So how we can add the title? So first of all, let me close this header component. This is our header component. Okay, let me summarize it once more. First of all, we had created one component called like a screen. Okay, before that let's go to the here. So first of all, here we define initial router name is a like a screen, and after that we had created one screen that is called stack.screen. We had defined the name as a like a screen, and here we are having a component as a like a screen. We went to the like a screen. First of all, we had importing the one view, and we had defined the container. Inside the container we had having a flex as a one, background color will be colors.background. Okay, and after that we are having a header container. Inside the header container we had defined the flex direction as a row, as you can see that, and inside that we are having a two touchable opacity, and inside that we are having icons. Okay, icon size like medium size, and the colors is primary. Okay, and we had defined this, you know, justify contents space between, align item center, padding vertical, padding horizontally. Okay, now once we're done with that, what else, what next we gonna do? Let me close this. What next we need, that is called this song card component. Like first we need this title liked song. So let's add this title. So I'm gonna add a one text like this. Okay, and here we gonna need, like, you know, liked song. So let's add liked songs. Okay, liked songs. Okay, and we're gonna have a style is equal to styles dot heading text. Okay, So if you see that, in the home screen we have already this design, this kind of, this is the already, this is the title screen. Okay, this is the title component, the same component we are using here as well. So for that, what we gonna do, I'm gonna copy the heading text style, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just paste it here, and let's see what we had add all the properties. So let's go to song card with category. Here you can see the heading text. So let me copy this all the property here. But yeah, let's see, the font size is like, large size, color is text primary, font family. So let's write by ourselves again. So the font size is what, font size dot large. Okay, and the color will be what, color is like colors dot text primary. Okay, and after that, what else we need, we want font family. The font family is like, font families dot I think it's bold. Let's see which is we had used bold, and we had used the padding horizontal, padding vertical as well. So let's add padding as well, and spacing dot large. Okay, so you can see that, but still the font size is looking quite bit smaller. Yeah, so we have to use, as a place of LG, I'm going to use Excel. Okay, now the padding horizontal, instead of having a padding horizontal for the header, I'm going to use this padding top. Oh my bad, padding vertically. At the place of padding vertically, I'm going to use padding top. Alright, now we can see that we are able to see this like song text as well. So let me explain you once more. So we are having a text, inside that we are having a heading text. So we have defined a font size is equal to font size dot Excel, color is colors dot text primary, font families dot bold, and padding is spacing dot large. Alright, now let's go back again. Now, so what we have to do, we have to again, like, we are going to reuse the song card components we have. So let's use that quickly. To use that song card component, what I'm gonna do, guys, so song card like this. Let's see, we are able to see in this kind of view, but we have to adjust the height and the width of this song card. Okay, so let's do. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create a one flat list. So let's do like this. So flat list, I just create a flat list, and we have to create it from React Native, not from React Native Gestalt handler. So first of all, I'm gonna get rid of this whole import because I import it from the wrong place. So first of all, we have to import the touchable opacity from the React Native, not from the Gestalt handler. And another thing which I was just importing, that is called flat list. So I also import the flat list from the React Native. Once you import the flat list from the React Native, here we have to pass the data, and here inside the data I'm gonna pass 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 components right now. And after that, we have to pass another item, that is called render item. So render item will be, for now I'm gonna use the song card like this. You can directly pass the component like this as well, song card, and we can pass the song card component in a different way as well. But it's a column direction, but we want number of columns should be 2. Okay, so to make that number of columns 2, so let's do number of columns will be 2. Now I added the number of columns to 2, and if I reload it, so as you can see that we are getting the content, but it's not scrollable, first of all, that thing. So let me comment this code. Okay, now if you see furthermore, and it is scrollable now, it's still not scrollable. That's okay, not a big deal. So I'm gonna close the app, and our emulator started hanging. Oh my gosh, let's wait for some seconds. Now as you can see that we are running our app, and it's almost scrollable. So I'm again doing this undo, and we're gonna have a flexes of 1, and still it's callable. All right, so what we had done, we had created one flat list, and we are passing one array, 1 to like almost 9 items. Okay, so for what we had done, we had having a one flat list. Inside the flat list we are having a data like this. Okay, and after that we are having a render item which is rendering on the UI, and we had defined the number of columns as a 2. All right, but if you see that the item, the song card is not looking, it's looking too much weird, the height and the weight. Okay, so let's adjust that. How we can adjust this, we also gonna see that, and let's do that. So first of all, I'm gonna do like this. I'm gonna cut this like remove this from here, and after that I'm gonna render this component like this, song card. All right, now after that let's go to the song card component, and here what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna first of all pass the container style. Container style is equal to, and I'm gonna define the width. Width will be like what? Width will be almost 47%. Let's keep a short 47%. So basically what currently you can see that the width is more than 50%, okay, of the content. So let's go to the song card component, and I'm gonna copy this key. Let's go to song card component. Here we have to destructure the container style. All right, now here I'm gonna make this wrap this like this inside an array, and here we have to pass this container style. Okay, now once I pass the container style, as you can see that this item come up here. Okay, now if we have to also decrease the image size. Okay, so how we can image, so I'm gonna add another key that is called image style. Okay, image style will be like, let's add image style quickly. So the height will be 160. So let's add height, HEIGST, height will be 160, and the width as well 160. All right, now let me copy this again, image style. Let's go to the song style component, and here we are having again image style, and you can see that here we are having a style.cover image. So I'm gonna again make it an array by selecting like this. Okay, and after that I'm gonna just paste that props value. Okay, now as you can see that we are able to see this kind of UI. But again, let's go to the container. Here we are having a height and width, so I'm gonna get rid of this height and width for now. Okay, so once I remove this height and width, you can see that this is the kind of UI we are getting, and which is looking quite bit weird for me. Okay, so let's adjust this height and width as well. So let's go back this like this screen, and let's see how we can customize this more. So first of all, I'm gonna add column wrapper style, and here I'm gonna add some styling as well. So I'm gonna write justify content. Justify content will be space between. Let's add justify content style space between. All right, now once I added the justify content space between, you can see this is looking like this. Okay, and I'm gonna add a margin vertical as well. Margin vertical will be spacing dot large. Okay, okay, awesome, it's looking well. Now again, after that I'm gonna add some property as well, container style as well. So let's add that as well. So for that I'm gonna add margin top will be not margin top, we can get rid of this. I'm gonna add some padding bottom. Padding bottom will be like 500. Basically the padding bottom is that we need this kind of a space, like on the bottom. That's why we are using padding bottom. Okay, now after that if you see that this item is still looking too weird. All right, so what we can do, let's go to the song card component. Okay, and inside the song card component, what I'm supposed to do right now to fix this issue, I think we can have a container. So let's add a container width as well. So container width will be almost 270 if I make it. So still it doesn't look well. Okay, so what I'm gonna do that, guys, for you. So let's go here like a screen, and I'm gonna add some padding horizontal as a 200. Let's suppose I'm gonna add a padding horizontal 200 or 20. Okay, and now it's looking pretty well. What do you think, guys? It's looking well. So we had just need to pass this padding horizontal. So I'm gonna add spacing dot large instead of having a the largest value almost 24. It's looking pretty well. Okay, now let's go to the again song card component. Let's go to the song card component, and here we are having a title, monster go home. So let's suppose if I'm add something more content, so what's gonna happen if I add one more more content? So as you can see that this is how looking this component. So if you want number of lines, you can increase or decrease as well. So I'm gonna make a number of lines as a 1. Okay, so it will not exceed number of 1 lines. All right, so I'm gonna get rid of this rest of content. Okay, now this is looking pretty well. What do you think, guys? Looking well? Yeah, I think so. Now let's go back to the like screen, and here if you see that when we scroll down, like screen is like not scrollable, like it's not moving. So what I'm gonna do to make it scrollable, so I'm gonna add one prop that is called list header component, and I'm inside the list header component, I'm gonna pass this text. Okay, now as you can see that we are able to see this as well. Now once I pass the list header component, you can see that the extra padding has been applied of the content as well. So let's go to the heading text, and I'm gonna get rid of this padding of this heading text because the parent has already padding text. Okay, now that's why after that, once we're done with that, I'm gonna apply some if you see that like there is no space between this top. So what I'm gonna do, guys, for you, so I'm gonna add padding vertical instead of having a horizontal. Okay, now as you can see, this is looking pretty well. What do you think, guys? Looking pretty well. And let me zoom out. All right, now we had designed this like this screen. Now let's check that our home screen is looking pretty well or not, or is there any issue with that, because we are using that song card. Now once you can see that this is also looking pretty well. It doesn't have any problem, and yeah, it's looking well. So let's go to that again. Let's make it like a screen, and let's check it out once more, and let's revisit, let's revise all the things. So if you want to let's suppose if you want to increase the image height and width, so you can increase the image height and width just by passing here like 200 if you want to make it 200, and which is not looking well. So if you want to make, so I'm gonna just make it 160 as it was. Okay, and now let me reload it, and now let me explain the whole content whatever we had done at. Okay, so first of all, let me close all this stuff, and let's go to the collapse this all. Let's go to the let's go to the app.jsx. Inside the app.jsx, we are having initial router name, and we are currently rendering the like screen. We are having a stack.screen, like a screen, and we are having a like a screen. Let's go to the like a screen component, and here we are having a container. The container we had defined flex is a 1, background color is a colors.background. All right, so whatever the background color is it, so that background color is rendering. Okay, now let's go back. After that, we are rendering the header and rendering the list, okay, so here we are having a header, and inside the header container we have defined the flex direction as a row, justify content space between to have a just space between space, align item center to have a horizontal, to have a vertically aligned together. Okay, to horizontally style together. Okay, now after that we are having padding horizontal, like you can see spacing dot medium and padding dot horizontal as well. Okay, and we can make just instead of having padding horizontal, padding vertical, we can just make it padding instead of having a padding horizontal and padding vertical, because all right, now after that we are having a heading text where we have defined the font size dot excel. This is excel size, and color is like colors dot text primary, and we have defined the font families of font families dot bold. All right, now after that we are having a you can see that inside the header we are having just a anti-color. After that we are having a list. Inside the list we are having a flat list. Inside the flat list we are having list header component, and we are having a text heading text. All right, and we have passed the text inside the list header component, so it's also scrollable. All right, if you want to also make this scrollable, this header, you can move this component inside this list header component. Okay, now after that we are having a data, like I'm just passing one array, static array for now, dummy array, because we want to loop it this array length time. After that we are having a render item function, and here we are having a song card. Okay, and we are trying to just reuse the song card instead of creating a new song card component. And first of all, I'm passing this container style is with 47%. So if you want to make it 49, you can make it 49. If I just make it 49, you can see that it's become 49, which is not looking well, so I'm gonna make it 47. Okay, now after that container style, we are also defining passing the image style as well. We have defined the number of columns as a 2. Container style, basically padding bottom, from the below. So as you can see that it's giving the padding bottom from the below. It's like we can make it 400 if you want, 300, that's up to you. Like basically how many padding you want from the bottom. Padding horizontal is like spacing dot large, so we had given the large padding from the left to the right. Okay, after that column wrapper style, so we had given the justify content space between, and we had given the margin vertically. So from the top to bottom we had given the margin vertically as a large. So that's why you can see some space. If I decrease the space, let's suppose if I decrease the space to the medium, so it decreased that space. So I think large will looking better. Alright, now if I explain the song card again, we are passing two props, the container style and the image style props. So let's go to the song card. So here we are getting the container style and the image style. So here we are having a existing container style, and we are passing the our new container style. And same for the image, here we are having a cover image, and we are passing the our new image style. Like basically here we are having a height and width. Alright, so this is how we created the like screen. But if you notice that here one thing is missed on the, if you see on the Figma, on the like screen we are having the floating player as well. So let's import the floating player as well. So we're gonna collapse this all, let's collapse this flat list, and after that I'm gonna import the floating player. Alright, so I imported the floating player, and now if I see that, we are able to see the floating player as well. Alright, so this is the thing which we had done